Hello, let's take a look at our Premier League Game Week 3 predictions. So if you're new here, we at FIFA Predicts predict real life Premier League matches using FIFA. So each week, all of the Premier League games, we have highlights in shorts format like you can see on screen now. You can head over to the channel to see all of the highlights of all of the games. And then in this weekly summary video, we go through all of those predicted results. We look at some key highlights of the games that we can't fit into those short format videos. So we go into some best goals and things like that in a little bit more detail, and then we have a look at the league table. So how do these results affect the league table for our league table prediction? So first of all, we'll take a look at the results. So we've got Tottenham beating Wolverhampton Wanderers 3-0. We've got Palace losing to Aston Villa 1-0. We've got Nottingham Forest beating Everton 1-0. Fulham and Brentford drawing 0-0, Leicester City beating Southampton 2-0, we've got Arsenal beating Bournemouth, so that's their third win in a row, 2-0, we've got Chelsea beating Leeds 1-0, West Ham absolutely smashing Brighton 3-0, and there's some great goals from that game that we'll look at a bit later. We've got Manchester City beating Newcastle 3-0, and again, hat-trick, great goals in that one, so we'll have a look at those later. And then we've got Manchester United losing again, so we've got Liverpool beating Manchester United 2-1, so we are predicting Manchester United to have a third loss in a row, and they are smack bang at the bottom of that league table when we have a look at the predicted table, because they got a terrible goal difference. So next what we'll do is we'll take a look at some of the key highlights from some of these games. So first we're going to look at one of the best goals, not the best goal, but one of the best goals of the week, and this is the Arsenal game, Arsenal versus Bournemouth. So you've got Arsenal there with the ball on the left hand side. I think he passes it back, passes it in, and then Overgaard gets the ball and he hits it, and it's a lovely goal. So I like the way he hit that. It was nice and powerful in the far left hand side of the goal. It's not top corner, but he gets it in, and I thought that was one of the best goals of the week. So the next goal coming up is the best goal of the week. It's West Ham v Brighton, and you can see here there's a lovely lofted through ball that he puts in, and he catches it lovely on the volley and it goes in the goal. Lovely shot, but when we get the closer replay you'll see what I mean about how impressive it is. Now the ball seems to come behind the player and he kind of looks back and volleys it in, and you'll see this next replay we get a nice good close up. There you go, so the ball's behind him, he catches it on the volley and it goes in. Lovely goal. I think that's really good. So that's our goal of the week. So next we've got the hat trick for Man City, so it's Jack Grealish that gets a hat trick. So first goal here was a bit of a scramble and he gets it in, so that's goal number one. Goal number two is also our blunder of the week, because you'll see what the Newcastle defence does here. It's terrible. So he gets the ball and he starts running in his own box and just gives it to City. So Grealish gets his second goal. Then the third goal, it's in like the 96th minute, and there should have only been like 3 minutes of extra time. So he gets lucky, he's actually got the time for this one, but it's a lovely goal. So he catches it beautifully on the volley, hits the inside of the post and rolls across the line. They double check it with the goal decision system. It's definitely miles over the line, so that was his hat-trick goal. And you'll see at the end here he goes and thanks the ref. I think he's thanking him for that extra 3 minutes that they shouldn't have been in the game, so he actually had time to get his hat-trick. Brilliant. That's our first hat-trick we've had in this season for Premier League predictions. So now we'll look at the league table predictions. So what we've got here on screen is the league table that we're predicting based on this week's results. So on the right hand side you can see the colour coding, so the yellow circles is where they're exactly in the same positions as last week, and then obviously the green ones they're going up, red ones they're going down. So we're predicting Man City and Arsenal both to be on 9 points because they're winning all of their games this season. We predict them to carry on winning in week 3, and City on top due to goal difference, and that's exactly where they sat in the real Premier League table in week 2, so no movements there. Then we got quite a few teams going up, so you see Chelsea, Tottenham, Villa and Nottingham Forest all going up there. So we're over onto the second half of the table already. I'm too slow with my explanations, but you saw it on screen anyway. And then you'll see the bottom half here, Manchester United right at the bottom of the table because they've lost all their games, same as Everton, but they are on a -6 goal difference that puts them right at the bottom, which is where they sat at the end of week 2 anyway, so they're not moving. Crystal Palace is the other team not moving. predicted a loss this week, but with all the other movements around, they managed to stay in 16th place with their 1 point. Few other movements going around, you can see there. West Ham go up because it's their first win. They've lost their other 2 games so far this season, so they get their first win and jump up the table a little bit. So that's our predictions for this week. Let's hope that we actually get a few more right. If you have a look at our results from last week, video went up yesterday. We only got 2 correct results, and I think we only correctly predicted 1 position correctly on the league table. So I'm hoping we start doing a little bit better. But anyway, please do remember you can go and look at the highlight videos in the shorts format like you can see on screen now. And yeah, so next video will be our results. So we'll check the actual real Premier League results once these games actually happen against what we've predicted and see how we did. So I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.